Hey guys, it's Kal-El of Kal-El Daily. Did you miss me? Because I certainly missed you. With that being said, we talk a lot about the community. And what is the community without great people, right? Am I right or am I wrong? And today I just want to highlight a person that is one of my oldest friends in this community, and she goes by the name of Miranda. Miranda is a gem of a person, and I just can't say enough kind things. Today, a beautiful gift. I truly appreciate it, as always, with it being the month that it is, right? It's all about love this month. So, what better way than to show my appreciation and to show love back to a gem of the community? Without any further ado, check out what pickups I got from Miranda. Let's go. We have next to kin. Now this is the man right here, right? Patrick Swayze. Salute to that man. I haven't heard too much about this. I know this is somewhat popular title in his catalog, but I still haven't heard much about it. But you never know. I might have seen it, but it is something that has been on my list and that I've been wanting to revisit. If I've seen it, I don't remember. So I would love to watch it. And Miranda happened to have it, and guess what? She sent it my way. It comes in her favorite thing, Snapper case. I can't believe she let go of Snapper, right? But very pleased to have it. You can't have enough Swayze, and this is truly a movie that was on my list, and I can't wait to check it out. Tell me, have you seen this movie? Is anybody else in this movie we might know of? What is this movie about? I see the badge, I see the hat, so I kinda can get it. All I know is I've always seen the cover, and I've been interested. Plus, Swayze's the man, right? So that was always enough for me. As I always tell you, I try not to read the synopsis too much with these movies because I like to walk in and be surprised. Sometimes a cover can give you a lot from the way it looks. Sometimes it doesn't. Either way, I like to walk in surprised. Next, we have It. Now this is a classic right here, and it's so cool to upgrade it to Blu-ray. I haven't got around to upgrading it yet. I can't even give you an excuse why. To be fair, I just seen this movie 2015, something like that. It hasn't been long. Boy, do I love this movie. It was always a movie that was around, and I tried to watch it. I remember buying a VHS copy for this movie, and I guess it was a bad VHS. It just didn't play, so I never watched it. I ended up taping over that tape with wrestling shows. And back to the movie. The movie is great. I think it has a stellar cast. I slightly put this movie over the new one. The new one is shot so beautifully, especially chapter 1. It is very debatable which one is better. I do think the newer one, chapters 2, is slightly better. It has more to it and more of an ending. It's just a little too long, but I do think chapter 2 is better than the second part of this. But at the same time, I don't, because as stellar as the cast is in the new one, James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, and I don't think you get better than John Ritter, Annette O'Toole, Tim Reed. There's a lot of chemistry between this group of adults. They're just so good on screen. Oh man, it's like beautiful 90s fashion to see these great actors, all unsung actors in their own way, come together as the adults for these characters in the original It. Tim Curry owns this role. Skarsgård is great. You can't really ask for a better replacement, but Tim Curry he's Tim Curry. And he is so good with little screen time he has. He just makes it's his movie, and he's just so good. He is Pennywise. And I think the first part of this movie is better than the newer one. I'm very enthusiastic about it. And what a cool movie it is. I'm a little embarrassed that I haven't upgraded this yet. But nevertheless, I'm still going to keep the DVD and the Blu-ray. Next, we have a movie called Contest. I seen this movie and I thought it was more of a adult teen movie, but it's more like a kid-friendly teen movie. There's two sides of a teen comedy. There's the more kid-friendly, family-friendly teen comedy, and there's the adult teen comedy, like your American Pies and scary movies, stuff like that. You still get my point. I don't know anybody in this movie. I'm guessing this is a Disney original. I am open to it. It looks interesting, and I do want to see it. Just seeing what it is, though, I just don't know if it's what I thought it would be. Nevertheless, grateful to have it. Can't wait to check it out. Next, we have Little Shop of Horus. Now, this, for some people out here, is an absolute classic. I mean, it has the man Rick Moranis. And what more can you say about Rick Moranis? He is by far one of the most likable people. He has these hit movies, and I don't even need to go into what those are. You know what they are. But he also has a couple movies where they don't get talked about a lot. And the funny thing is, no matter how stellar a movie is or not, when Rick Moranis is in it, he's usually on point. So I am truly happy to have this. I also hear Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell. Some of you may know them from the hit TV series Martin. They've done other things. Tisha Campbell, My Wife and Kids. Tashina Arnold has a newer show, The Neighborhood, with Cedric the Entertainer. So this is a musical from what I see and what I'm told. But if you know those two actresses, you know they can sing their butts off. So I am ecstatic to finally check this out. And if this is everything that people tell me it is, I'll have to upgrade at some point. Tell me, have you seen this movie? What do you think about this movie? Is it on point or is it just one of those mid-tier? Let me know. Next, The Mist. I see people who don't even get into horror. They just love this movie. I hear nothing but good things. I hear the ending is crazy. That just builds my anticipation up to watch this. Maybe I'm expecting more. We will see. Thomas Jane's in it. I mean, that's a plus right there, right? I know that this has recently got a nice steelbook. But the thing is, guys, I've never seen the movie. And I'm just speaking for me. Artwork isn't enough, even for a nice steelbook. It usually isn't enough for me just to grab the movie if I've never seen it. Now, if it's a movie that I really like, yeah, artwork will have me get different versions of that movie. But if it's a movie I haven't seen, which this is, I have to pull back. That being said, my expectations is really high for it. I hope that doesn't hurt my overall viewing experience for this film. You know how that goes. Either way, very happy to have it. Tell me, what do you guys think of The Mist? Is it really everything people say it is? Is it as good as The Fog? And I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. I don't think The Fog is that good, but we'll see. Is that controversial? All right, let's get into the next one. Next, we have Practical Magic, and we got the legend herself, Sandra Bullock. Shout out to Sandra Bullock. I love Sandra Bullock. I haven't seen a movie that I don't like from Sandra Bullock, and I can honestly say that. Sandra Bullock is good in everything she's in. You may not love every movie, but I guarantee she is on point in every movie she is in. As you can see, I like Sandra Bullock. This movie here, I remember always seeing this VHS, but I'd never seen it. I guess it's a comedy, but it's Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Are you kidding me? I look very forward to this. I've been asking people in the community over the years, have they seen this? And believe it or not, I haven't heard too much about it. I haven't really even found many people that's seen it. But either way, I look really forward to seeing this comedy. You know what? And the funny thing is, I thought this movie was a lot older. I don't know why I thought this was early 90s and not late 90s. And it is a movie that I honestly was going to get next. Psychomania. Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it looks very interesting. Just from the cover, Miranda has told me the plot revolves around a biker gang of some sort. Sounds like it's a biker horror. I mean, how many of those do you really get? I don't even need to know too much. I just want to be surprised by it. There is nobody in this movie, from what I see, that I know. But it looks like this movie, once upon a time, was maybe a TV movie. It's really cool to see TV movies get a treatment to physical media. Believe it or not, guys, this doesn't happen very often, especially for something that's not extremely popular or doesn't relate to a franchise that's extremely popular. For a TV movie to get a physical release is something. So, matter of fact, has anybody seen this movie? Tell me your thoughts if you have. Let me know. Is it any good? Is it a B movie? Is it a C movie? Or is it an underrated A movie? Who knows? But I appreciate you letting me have this one also too. Next, Sleepy Hollow High. What a title, right? I mean, I am a fan of the Sleepy Hollow movie. I am really big fan of the Sleepy Hollow television series. And if any of you haven't seen that, please check that out. It's always intrigued me, and I always see this out in the wild, but it's always not too pricey, but just more than I wanted to pay for, right? So having it now is really cool. I don't think there is anybody in this movie that I know of. Doesn't matter. That cover, is that artwork not cool? That is enough to pull me in. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to check this out. Out of all of them, between this and Next to Kin, I don't know which one would be my first one I would watch. I am excited. Tell me, have you seen this movie? Anything good? Is it an underrated gem, or is it just straight horror, or is it more horror comedy? I can't help but to feel that this is a horror comedy. I really can't. Not that it matters. Just the word horror comedy seems to get a bad rep, but believe it or not, you love more horror comedies than you really realize, because most of the classic has a lot of comedy. I'm excited. Thank you for this one as well. This was definitely a movie I was going to pick up at some point. And that is about it. I want to say thank you to, again, Miranda. Please check her out. She is one of the most friendly, kindest people in this community you will meet. Very thoughtful person. And it amazes me at how kind she can be. Shout out to her. Thank you for the excellent movies. Thank you for always being, let me just say, a good friend. So I will put her link in the description. And as always, this is Kal-El of Kal-El Daily. You know the deal, you know the drill. Happy late Valentine's Day, and I'll see you on the next one.